Alright, here's my conclusion to the Gundam build. It was a fun little kit to do. I got this as a bonus when I ordered so much on this one website. I think it was called the Gundam Store. This was a $10 kit because I was ordering over a certain amount of money. So I paid the $10. And you know, I've not been disappointed with this kit. The joints are fairly strong. You can see he's holding this big old beam saber right there. Beam cannon, sorry. In his hand, and it's not sagging. And from some of the things I read, this kit has some of the worst seams on it for a Gundam model, and the seams are nothing compared to a lot of models I have built. You can find them on here. You can find where they're not so good, like right here, especially along these fuel tanks. You can see the seams real bad on the fuel tanks. Again, this was just a fun build. I had zero intention of seam filling it. All detail was done either with micron pens or hand paint. There was no airbrushing involved. Nothing like that. He came with 4 hands. Now I want to talk about that for a minute, because 2 of the hands are for holding guns. This hand and this hand. You can't interchange these 2 hands. 1 hand for each gun, period. The hand on the silver machine gun will fit on this beam rifle, but you can't put it in his arm when it's on this gun. I found that out a little while ago as I was preparing to make this video. Okay, so he came with 4 hands. I detailed the hands with micron pens, so I highlighted the joints. Okay, and he came with 2 beam sabers and 2 hands to hold the beam sabers. So let's get that beam saber in there. He's a little back heavy with those fuel tanks on there. He came with a removable shield. So I guess you could pose him with the shield up and blocking his eyes, holding a beam saber if you really wanted to. Okay. All in all, here's my final thoughts on the kit. Considering the little amount of seam filling I did on this in zero painting, I think the kit came out very well. I can see why people like Gundam kits. Okay? You can paint them and make them look much better than this, but it's a very, very well engineered kit. Very well done. The seams are thought out very well. Most of the seams are fairly hidden. From what I've read online, this kit has the worst seams on it, period. Has some of the worst seams out of the Gundam kits, period, from what I've seen online. And this was a fun kit. I've already bought more. It convinced me Gundams are fun to build. I wouldn't say I'm getting the Gundam bug, because I didn't go out and buy like 40 of them. I bought 4 more. And going back in my stash, I found one other. The other kit I found is very old. This is before they had master grade or high grade. This is a high grade kit. I've got 1 master grade kit and I think 4 no grade kits to build, and I will get to those eventually. Those will get painted and done properly. This was an experiment. Plus I was in a bad mood one night and just decided I'm building this kit just as it came. Mainly because I wanted to see what the Gundam kits were about, and like I said, I'm impressed. This was very well engineered and it was kind of fun to build. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of what a Gundam kit is like. Okay, with a little effort you can build them. No paint necessary if you're really careful, and you get fairly decent results. I can see why people start with these. The guy at my local hobby shop said they sell the Gundam kits like mad. They can't keep them on the shelf. They hardly sell anything else. I can see why after building this. You know, you don't need a lot of extreme modeling skills to build this. Not like that 747 I've been building. You know, this was a joy compared to that. Well, there you go. Hope you enjoyed.